motherfucker. Stay away from me. State of the Union. Shut the fuck up. Sorry ass motherfucker. Stay away from me.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Your smile is beyond compare. Fucked up lyrics right there. Let's just get the hell up out, Jolene. Now I think it's time to dip. Messed up this whole stupid clip, and I'm just gonna start the show all clean. Hey, y'all know how we do, man. This is Coffee and Bonghits with Jessie. Today, we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about, oh man, Prineville? What? We're going to talk about downtown? What? Trump parade? What? Save the post office? What? These people are trying to boycott Dolly Parton? What? And honestly, what I saw this weekend cannot be defended. What I saw last night cannot be defended. We're going to try to tiptoe around that the best we can, yo. We're going to try our hardest to tiptoe around that. So you know what we do, man. Hey, go share this with your friends real quick so we can get the fat audience up in here. Click share audio. I messed up right there. Boom. Blam. Let's go.
Resist with a close fist. It's time to resist. Resist, I insist, or your freedom will be missed. Ask yourself, why the world government on everybody's shit list? It's cause you know we've been dissed, and we got a right to be pissed. I don't swing to the right or left. I ride with God cause I'm blessed. God's gift to uplift. I'm about to blaze a split and reminisce like Hamlet when he heard the abyss. I said it's time we resist like gorillas in the mist and fight the damn power for all freedom to exist. It's time we resist and resist with a 9-5. Resist the machine filled by greed and green. They try to pick us clean. How they get so mean? I think it's in the genes. They some strange ass beings, filthy rich elite beings, doing strange ass things. I think chicks slide a hand like them David brains. Murder, murder, kill, kill to all you Jeffrey Epstein.
Halloumi. It's for money they fiend. We don't want to join your team. We want the American dream. I don't want to join your team. We want the American dream. I don't want to join your team. We want the American dream.
Fight the power. Fight the power.
Right here.
I'm in your ear like an earring. Make your ears ring. Have you discombobulated that you can't believe what you're hearing? Make your ears ring. Make your lips sing. Make your body move.
This is my lyric right here.
They gave us social distance because they fear our persistence. It's gonna take persistence for our fight for existence. They gave us social distance because they fear our persistence. It's gonna take persistence for our fight for existence.
Oh boy. Damn. That shit gets me crunk. Yo, for those who don't know, yo, that's man, let me see what just happened here. That's not a good look. I just shrunk my banners. That's not good for a dude that's not wearing his glasses. So that song was Resist by Big Four Ways, available everywhere. And top of the hour, as always, brought to you by our friends at standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Whew, boy, I can't handle this world. Let's get the brand up, though. We could at least do that. Man, okay, so check this out. We got to pop this little party. So you know what time it is. Coffee, Bonghits, Jessie, Rockstar, Vape Hit, Bong Hit with Jessie. It's Monday, though. Monday. Look, is the world crazy? Yes. Is the world hopeless and terrible and heartbreaking? Yes. All the things that it is. But did the sun still come out this morning? Did Monday still show up? When you put your foot down, did the ground still come up to meet you? Man, then we just gonna have to get through it, I guess. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just check out? A lot of people are just checking out these days, man. A lot of people are just checking out these days, man. Like suicide, they're just leaving. I don't even understand why you would leave right now. Why would you leave right now in the most exciting part? We're so close. If we could just quit shooting ourselves in the face, that is, we're so close. But man, one step forward, two steps back. One step forward, two steps back. But that is all something for you to inflate into a balloon, tie it off, tie it to a string, tie it to your wrist. Don't ever forget about the problems of the world, but don't let them sit in your personal space, right? You have one true obligation on this planet, and that is to your own sanity. Things might come, things might go, mountains might crumble to the sea, islands might explode, cars might turn into robots, but your one responsibility is to your own sanity. And so Mondays are really helpful with that, man, because you can make pledges. Monday is like a new spring every day. Every Monday is the first day of spring. Isn't that nice of Jesus to give that to us? Thank you, baby Jesus, for Mondays. Hey, can I tell you something else real quick? I think that Jesus has to exist in a perpetual state of two people. Because I think baby Jesus always has to stay baby Jesus, right? Like, yo, man, you want to grow up, be the other Jesus, do that other shit, that's cool. But baby Jesus is kind of on his standalone shit. So I think that if you are a devout Jesus lover, whoa, that was crazy. Did you guys see that? I think there was a UFO. I think there was a UFO in that, man. Okay. Look, let me tell you a couple things. First of all, do you know where we're even recording this show at? They gave us social distance because they fear our resistance. Man, that lyric just echoes in my brain, man. No, I don't mean that Trinity. I don't mean the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. Dan, you guys forgive me. I don't know literally what happened to my comments. It's crazy. Like, I can barely see him now, and I don't know. I'm not going to stop in the middle of the show to try to troubleshoot that. And I don't know where my glasses are, so we're just going to do our best while I do my best Piggy from Lord of the Flies impression and cry about my glasses. Yo, you know, when I was first, hold on, before I get into my Lord of the Flies story, I want to remind you guys to take your brain off autopilot right now, right? Right now, your brain is probably already into the routine mode, right? You woke up, same side of the bed, in the same room, in the same city, walked to the same bathroom, sat on the same toilet, brushed your teeth with the same toothbrush, the same toothpaste you always buy, went over to your familiar toaster in your regular kitchen, made some toast. Man, how you don't have a chance to get out of that. That's just, unless somebody cares enough about you to take you aside and remind you, hey, player, while it's admirable to be the main character in the story of your life, it's helpful to remind yourself that you are the author. And if there's one thing that I could give you, if there's one thing that I could give you that I could share with you that I've learned from my travels and my experiences, that if you really immediately need to elevate your game and you really need a miracle and you really need to shape the world around you and you really need good favor, remember this, man, the universe will bend itself to lend itself. Yeah, I made that up, but it works. The universe will bend itself to lend itself. Like, you can break the laws of physics if you need to, but not if you're just a reader of your own story of your life. You have to be the author. Do you understand that? On the spectrum, there's the main character, and over here is the reader. That's the last person to figure out what's going on in their own damn life. They're like, why does this crazy shit keep happening to me? That's because you're the reader. You're not the author. Be the author. Don't be Huckleberry Finn. Don't be Mark Twain. Don't be Huckleberry Finn. Don't be Tom Sawyer. Be Mark Twain. I hope I didn't lose you guys by screwing their names up right there. Look, when you're the author, you not only control your own life, but you control the weather. You control the way other people react to you. You control the price of gas. Literally, people will be born, live their whole life, and die back into a pile of microbits just to open a door for you. But only when you're the author. So we're going to do this exercise because I feel like right now I got a lot of news that we need to talk about, like a lot of horrible news. But what we need to do, first of all, is make sure that our brains are in the right spot. You feel me? So what we're going to do is we're going to visualize. Remember this. Your brain that's attached to the body, that's attached to this finite reality, is just a machine, no different than a computer, a typewriter, a washer and dryer, a microwave. You give it input, you get output out of it. It's that simple, right? So control your input and control your output, because the infinite reality broadcasts through the back of your head. You are now the projector. You project out your third eye what your reality is, right? Adjust the contrast, the tint, the brightness, all those things, right? Adjust those. And that's your life. It's that easy, right? So just visualize that it's your car. Your brain is a car. Unbuckle from the passenger seat where you have no control over anything but your window cranker for crankum. Get up out of the car, open the door, walk around the back of your head, climb in, sit down behind your left eye. Now you're the driver in your own life. I'm not going to go over the list of everything that you can control right now by being the driver in your own life, but I will highlight the windshield wipers, the horn, and everybody else's door locks. Oh, and I guess the CD player too. So just think about that. Be considerate at all times of everything, and pop in some music that everybody wants to vibe to. Now, this exercise isn't specific to Hall & Oates, but it works. So once you're in the driver's seat, lock the door, buckle up, pull out your Hall & Oates anthology. I ain't gonna lie, that shit gets me hyphy. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't care. Look, okay, right on a quarter of the hour. That's exactly where we're supposed to be. Killing it. Reminder, the first hour is brought to you by The Movement every Sunday night on cable. Hey, yo, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking with The Movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, Cable 90.7. Yo, The Movement is a movement. If you ain't messing with The Movement, you need to move and get a mint. All right. Fuck 12 News is in the house. Man, that's such a fantastic resource, really. Oh, man. Such a resource. Decentralize the news, yo, because really there is no need for the news as it exists right now, right? In the old days, it was like, hey, poor people, can't afford a video camera or a suit? Well, guess what? We got both of them. We got this guy with a video camera and we got this guy with a suit. Notice how the guy with the video camera doesn't have a suit because this isn't Disneyland. Yo, ADM is in the house today. Oh, man, the squad is deeper than Atlantis. Deeper than the seafloor traveled by the mantis. You copycats will never know. With you, the funk will never flow. But that's another blow. Make your move, Chief Apprentice. I never slept. On the tribal move, your master has a figure jet. Bring your weapon to my sword and shield. What's the higher level if the shit ain't real? My mystic magic, what you gonna do? Think before you step before the rebel, silly mortal you. Yo, man, if I seem a little like my energy's all over the place, it's because I'm really avoiding talking about the 800-pound gorilla in the room or the 500-pound elephant or the 2,000-pound man, just shit. So we got a lot to go through today. Let's start by going through a couple that I picked that we need to talk about. First of all, how are you going to boycott Dolly Parton? Let's just get that out of the way. Because Dolly Parton expressed her support for Black lives. And Dolly Parton very boldly announced that Black Lives Matter. Of course, that precipitated and facilitated and was the impetus for the backlash that one could expect to happen from the hillbilly community. But man, Dolly Parton, think how racist you have to be as a hillbilly. How much do you really have to dislike black people to throw Dolly Parton under the bus? Dolly Parton? Now, these people are just rooting for Jolene. Now they're like, I hope Jolene just takes her fucking man now. Go get that man, Jolene. Get him. But I'm high. Look, oops, that one ain't supposed to be there. That was a sneaker. Look, we gotta save the post office. We gotta save the post office. We gotta save the post office. My grandma's sending me a $5 check for my birthday. My grandma's gonna lose her mind if the post office. She'll call every day. She will call every day. Did you get your letter yet? I said, no, Grandma, you're dead. But if it was somebody else's grandma, you can steal that joke. Okay, look, this happened today. This happened yesterday. I'm sorry. This happened yesterday. The Trump boat parade took place in the dirtiest water under the St. John's Bridge in Cathedral Park, which, if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you would know is the place that we had to take the kayaks out and become kayak activists. And that water was so gross. 100-degree day, of course, right? That's what it was when I was out there. 100-degree day. Oh, man. So these fools, look, you could imagine exactly what these people look like, man. They're like all in their 20s, whatever, or if they're older than their 20s, they're hair club for men dudes, and they got like American flag shorts, and they got boats, and they love Trump. But the crazy the crazy part is that their boats sunk another boat, like sunk it, like the waves got so crazy that it went inside and sunk the boat. I'm torn because the river is the lawless land, yo. So, like, of course, everybody that likes Trump, I hope, drowns. But people are like, you want my grandma to drown? Damn, Skippy, I do. I want that old chick to drown in the shower. I want to fall and not get up. I want that for every Trump humper. Your grandma is not special. All grandmas don't matter. Okay. But yeah, they really did. They had a boat parade, which is fresh, man. Just because they're bad guys doesn't mean it wasn't a cool idea. And just because the people that got their boat sunk could have been good guys or indifferent people doesn't mean that it's not cool when a boat gets sunk, because whatever. Okay. Prineville. Oh, Prineville. You know, I'm going to tell you something about Prineville. I didn't know shit about Prineville. I've probably been there like twice in my life, passing through, luckily not getting pulled over by some hillbilly. Cop. Not just a hillbilly. I don't pull over just for hillbillies. But I never gave a shit about Prineville. But I knew that anywhere in that geographical location was going to be a hotbed for insulated views and white supremacy. Everybody knows rural Oregon and all of Oregon. In fact, every single part of Oregon is incredibly racist. You say, what about Portland? I say Portland is right up there. They just got a different style of racism, and we're going to get into that too in a minute. But so Prineville, of course, is supposed to be narrow-minded. And because of their geographic location, they don't get exposed to a lot of ideas. So then when I heard that there was a Black Lives Matter going on in Prineville, the journalist in me, the guy that wears the hat with the little press thing that comes up, the guy that I naturally am on the inside, right? All that other shit, being a G, being a survivor man, being I don't know, a river guy, that's all shit that I had to grow to be. But the journalist in me, the natural curiosity, that was what I was born with, right? So I go to Prineville, and it's important that when you're looking at a situation, you're trying to provide fair news coverage, right? Even though Fight Church Media is branded as real biased news, I still found it hard to believe that there could be a whole town that didn't get it. And so I went there, and I talked to some of the bad guys. I knew they were bad guys, of course, right? But I thought that they might be misunderstood. I thought that perhaps Fox News had gotten into their head, right? They were fearful of Antifa. They thought that Antifa was going to come and break their windows. They thought that they were having to defend their little city from what Fox News had told them was the people that had burned all of Portland to the ground, and that they needed to be fearful. So I attributed that to small, I don't know, it's how many tributes was in a tribute. Anyways, I attributed that to small town people not being exposed. And I gave them the benefit of the doubt for purpose of starting my observations from a neutral playing field. Nothing violent has ever happened. Nobody resembling Black Bloc has ever showed up in Prineville. No windows have ever been broken. Nothing has ever been vandalized. So all of those fears were proven to be unfounded. So that would make you think that, okay, well, they saw that the fears were unfounded, so maybe the counter-protest, uber patriot, Walmart nationalist style of people would lean back a little bit. Okay, one thing you guys might not know about me, I really love fish. I've had a lot of aquariums in my life. I really love creating natural habitats and trying to provide a nice environment for these captive animals that I take care of, right? So anyways, I got fish, and a lot of times I have tanks full of piranhas. And let me tell you what happens in a piranha tank. You drop the feeder. Let's say, I always go with the odd number of piranhas. So let's say we have 11. Here's what happens. You drop the goldfish in, and I guess I got to tell you on a public service announcement where the goldfish come from. The goldfish come because somebody brought home a small little carnival style, won a prize, win a goldfish in a cup, brought it home. It was small. They put it in a thing. Goldfish continue to grow if you feed them. That's so weird about living creatures. And then these people have this goldfish that has outgrown their tank. Then they take it to the fish store and go, our fish is too big. Can we give it to you? So the fish store guy's like, oh, yeah, I'll give it a good home. Then a dude like me shows up. That has piranhas or a giant carnivorous fish. And we buy that goldfish for like $5. And then we take that big ass goldfish home and we drop it in the piranha tank. And then the piranhas, here's what they do. Piranhas by nature are scared. Hyenas, jackals, they're fearful creatures. Buzzards, vultures, they're scared, right? So what the piranhas will do is they send like one over to see if the goldfish is going to eat them. Now the rest of the piranhas are sitting back over here, swimming around, just doing their thing, right? Trying to act like they're not even paying attention to what's going on up here. Sorry, I'm kind of in reverse. Okay, so here's the goldfish. The piranha will come up, see if he gets bit. If not, he swims halfway back to the crowd, and then the crowd moves in to meet him. Then he mingles with the crowd. Then they send one more up, see if the goldfish bites him. If not, it backs up halfway. The crowd comes up, mingles with the crowd. Now, you see where those piranhas are? Those piranhas started back here. Now they're up here. And once they've proven that the goldfish isn't a threat to them, that's when they go into predator mode. And that's when they pop the swim bladder. The first thing they do is they get a couple fins, bloop, 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 couple bites out of the fins to make it hard for them to swim, right? Fish starts flopping a little bit, getting scared, missing a dorsal fin or maybe his little flipper. And then they come in and they pop the swim bladder. Goldfish turns upside down. Then they just apple core it. They just tear it apart. Hyenas, buzzards, vultures. It's not a trait unique to any one species in the animal kingdom. It's a universal thing amongst weak, scared creatures, right? Like a lion will just walk over there and grab that goldfish and eat it. An Oscar will just walk over there before you even drop it in the tank. Oop. An alligator, a tiger. But so the more that the people in Prineville have proven to be peaceful, the more aggressive the predator in the white supremacists has become. And while all the other people that are sideline viewers in Prineville are like, yo, we're not all like that. We're not all like that. to say that we're not all like that, it's weird because I didn't see really anybody defending those people. I didn't see anybody defending those people as a crowd of aggressive, uber nationalist, Walmart Republican style people with cowboy hats and American flags and the Gadsden flag and the Confederate flag. I watched it. I watched it all afternoon yesterday. While brave, peaceful people stood there exercising their constitutional right to assemble. And that was too much. That was too much for these people that want to talk about the Constitution all the time. It's just too much to let them assemble. You guys hate Dolly Parton? I mean, you hate Black Lives so much that you're going to boycott Dolly Parton? Well, here's the thing that I want to make clear. I don't know what the answer is to what Prineville should be doing, but I know what happens to the goldfish. So maybe there's something we could learn from that. So check this out. Prineville's not the only place that I saw some indefensible shit happen. Downtown Portland last night. I only watched 10 minutes of streams last night, and it was the most crucial 10 minutes of the whole night. The streets are talking. We're just going to go to my Twitter. Let's see who wins the first Twitter face of the day. Max Smith again. And then Robert Zerfing wasting everybody's time with his fucking horrible opinions. Oh my gosh. God, dude, that was terrible opinions. All right, so check this out. Before we do that, I want to let you guys know that starting sometime when I get my paperwork done and get my affairs in order, I will have a sponsor for this right now. But right now, I just want to let everybody know that this is brought to you by Anteaters. Hey, kids, do you have a pest problem in your house this summer that needs environmentally friendly remediation? Try Anteaters. Anteaters are not only a cuddly friend, but they're a great solution for pests such as termites, potato bugs, ants, beetles, centipedes, slugs, spiders, and the littles. What I know you're saying, Jessie, what if I have a giant centipede though? Well, the solution for that is to get a giant anteater. Giant anteaters brought to you by the makers of regular size anteaters and baby anteaters. Brought to you by God. All right. And here's your reminder that the bottom half of the hour is brought to you by. Yo, it's Jesse Sponberg. I'm rocking with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. All right, remember, if you have small children in the house, now is a good time to go get them so they don't grow up to be suckers and don't know how to take a bong hit. Also, your dispensary could be sponsoring that. And then I would just tell them the name of your dispensary right now. I would say, I am smoking blah, blah, blah. This happens to be some White Widow crossed with whatever from your dispensary. But you didn't. I won't. So just don't forget about giant anteaters, okay? Hold on. Yeah, that ain't happening. All right, let's get into my Twitter. This is not where I wanted to be. But for those who do not know, last night, yeah, whoever messes with the littles, yo, raised the roof on the littles, yo. I'm telling y'all, mess with the movement, man. They're giving you some of the best long interviews, not these short sound bites. They actually get somebody up in a spot, record the whole show right there with the in-studio guest. You don't get in-studio guests a lot these days, man, especially with the coronavirus. But the people at the movement, they don't even believe in the coronavirus. I'm kidding. They kind of do, maybe, I bet. I'm teasing. They do. All right. Just found out that some states let people go into booths to vote. Have you heard about this? The fraud in these booths is probably astronomical. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go to Ben's Mead. Shout out to the big B. I used to go to Ben's Mead, and that was one of the places that you could go to vote. So every Tuesday, first Tuesday in November or whatever, the whole front of our school would be just all pimped out in red, white, and blue, and those little banners like it was a state fair. And we couldn't go in the main hallway, and people go in there to vote. And you'd see your parents. They'd be like, "Hey, I saw your mom." You're like, "Oh, you son of a bitch." But they really did see your mom because everybody voted, dude. If you don't vote, you're dumber than my mom. It's fucked up. Oh, but yeah, that was some cool shit. But vote by mail is also pretty dope. Ooh, look. The airport. The Portland airport had to come out and say this, man. We've received a number of inquiries about an individual who many believe to be featured in videos from an incident in downtown Portland last night. The individual lists PDX as a place of employment on Facebook. This person does not work at PDX and has not for a number of years. Look, this lady says, people who wear face shields but not a mask, what do they think they're accomplishing? Yo, I'm just trying to get in a store. That's all I'm trying to do, get in the store. If I can wear my face shield, get in the store, that's my move. I got the mask, though. I usually wear the mask, not the face shield, because too many people want to just spit on me because I just walk around saying, go ahead, spit on me. Go ahead. Then they're like, all right, and then they spit on you, so. Hey, so look, let's just say this, man. Let's just do this. Did y'all see what happened downtown? Did you guys see what happened downtown last night? I'm going to stay here for 10 seconds and see how many people know what happened last night. Inexcusable. Man, we ain't got no leadership out there, man. We ain't got no leadership out there because anytime somebody tries to take a leadership position, everybody else drags them down into the Lord of the Flies. I'm going to take this moment right here and I'm going to shout out to Miss Prentice. She was my middle school literature teacher. And thanks to her, I read 2 books. which are very important right now at this time of my life. And I'm not a big reader. I'm a good reader, but I'm not a big reader. I would rather just absorb the information. But two actually, when you read a book, it sticks with you more. So two of the books I read was The Wave and The Lord of the Flies. Who's read The Wave? Just type yes, Wave if you read The Wave, and just yes, Lord of the Flies if you read Lord of the Flies, or yes, both if you read them both. So, and I want you guys to know that what happened last night, just because it was caught so stunningly on somebody's live stream, that shit happens every night down there now. That shit happens every night down there now. Remember Lord of the Flies when they killed that one boy, the innocent boy, not Piggy. They killed that other boy. They thought he was the monster. Remember they all got psyched up on a pig's head. They thought there was a monster on the island. And then they killed their own. All right, let's go back to the Twitter. Let's go back to the Twitter, and we'll flesh this out a little bit, talking around it. But yo, where's the leadership, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I see people on these live streams, and I'm like, yo, I know that person. Why aren't they taking a leadership position? Why is nobody providing any kind of real? All these people are begging. They're begging to do something. And they just get parked right across the street from the Justice Center. Just park them. Park them right across the street from the fucking guns and don't do nothing about it. Let them get shot every fucking night. Just tell them to stand there. Build a shield. Park them right across from the Civil War armies. Then I tried to help. I came home. I said, hey, how about this strategy? We should take a bridge. And all those fake loser ass wannabe people that want to tell you that they're leaders or that you should listen to what they tell you is left you high and dry. Look at how many people are getting hurt. Maybe march one block up the street so you can't be shot out of the windows. Maybe take bridges. Kettle the police. There's no leadership. It's just complete chaos. It's fucking insane, man. And what I saw last night cannot be excused, cannot be forgiven. And a lot of times I'm in a weird spot, man, because the news that I see is not the news that I necessarily think that the world needs to know about, because it doesn't always help the overall mission. Man, if you guys knew how many secrets I keep for this town, I don't even live here no more. And I keep so many secrets for this town because I would never gain anything by telling a secret that has more value than what I have by keeping all these secrets, right? Because it ain't about these motherfuckers, man. What I tell you in the very beginning of the show, protect your energy. Protect your energy. People are getting fucking hurt, man. That shit last night was not even in a vacuum. That shit was part of a context of assaults. What has everybody freaked out was just the third in a series of succeeding assaults. And this happens every night. Who the fuck is the mayor of this town? I try to tell y'all. I tried to tell you guys. Literally, my campaign slogan was, "This city is on fire." It didn't need the coronavirus. It didn't need George Floyd. I bet Portland could have done 70 straight days of fighting the cops with no need for motivation. What do we get from our leadership, man? What do we get from our leadership? We have police shooting at people behind plywood? What kind of medieval shit is that? What kind of 1840s Davy Crockett freaking Indian Wars Kentucky shit is that, man? Who shoots from little slots in the window in 2020 nonetheless? Man, getting to the end of this hour is going to take a lot. Who is the fucking mayor of this town? Hey, when I go steal that house and declare a new city hall and declare sanctuary for these people, y'all gonna come stand with me? This shit has got to stop. We need sanctuary, man. Not just sanctuary from the police. We need sanctuary from each other. It's fucking gangs in New York out here, man. These groups hate each other as much as they fucking hate the police. If you don't believe me, just close your mouth and open your ears for a whole day, and you will be amazed what you learn. Man, I can't tell you to go to Twitter because I don't know who you follow, man. But if I give you these opportunities to, I give you these opportunities. Oh man, I haven't even got a chance to. I ain't got a chance to talk about the president yet. I'm not gonna get out of here at the top of the hour, I don't think. Oh. And it's not even November yet. This isn't even nothing. This isn't even nothing. This is the warm-up. Y'all thought the toilet paper shit was bad. I know this is supposed to be a talk show, and I'm sorry. If you're listening right now on the 5radioxl.com, I'm sorry that I'm taking so many pauses. But, man, I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking crazy out here, man. You guys should have elected Teresa, just clean. All right, man. So, according to Alan Kessler, who's a good follow, you should follow him at Alan Kessler. He says, so apparently Portland police violence went down in June. Good work, Ted. Oh man, this is that video. Look, watch this. And look. Yo, 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 yo. Let's pause that up because I just seen my man seasoning. Saturday was the 80th straight Black Lives Matter protest in Portland. I talked to some of the protesters about why they keep showing up and why they don't plan to stop. Click on the audio. Yo, that's my guy right there. Oh, that's his son. Man, he's a dope ass dad too. Okay. Look, this dude, man, I'm telling you, this dude should be your mayor, Portland, in 2024 if there's still a planet. We still have a planet. Then all right, let's see what he has to say, man. Oh, well, it's just gonna be a what, man. It says click on the audio. No, I'm not gonna run the audio. Here, man, another Max Smith tweet. Look, if all you want to do is just get a cool perspective on what's going on downtown, make sure you follow at Max Smith, man. Man, shout out to the hydration station, man. Yo, this shit needs to be this shit needs to continue. But it needs to continue, but it needs to man, we got known bad people in leadership positions, and people either are too scared to confront them, or they are benefiting in some way from the corrupt leadership positions. Because, like, let's not forget, y'all, there's probably like $1 million worth of donation money floating around downtown. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money. Remember Riot Ribs talking about what to do with their $300,000? And that was $300,000 extra that they just had in a lump sum. Think how much these other groups have raised, man. There is a lot of money going on down there. Cash ruins everything around me. Everything, yo. So I can't call it, man. All I know is this. I've never lied to you. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you everything I know always. Mostly because I'm a gentleman and a loyal friend. But if I tell you something and you're smart, you're going to fucking listen to me, man. All I want is the best for this whole planet. And when I die, I want my heart to weigh less than a feather. That's it. Those are my intentions. All right. So remember this, kids. If I don't say 5,000 G, then that means somebody else took my phone. And while it's been fun, actually, it's been a riot. It's time for y'all to go.
Subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. If you're a peaceful protester, we are asking you to leave. This is the Portland Police Bureau. We have heard your chants stating the crowd is wanting to enter the property and burn down Southeast Precinct. You are subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. We are also aware of your request to call for additional reinforcements.
Yo, 5,000 G's.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.